Let's get it. Here we go.
What is up, everybody? We are back.
We look good right there, dude. Like, this amount of water is kind of like perfectly centered. Here.
Yes, guys, we are back. How is everyone doing today? Of course,
as you can see, we do have NAT in the studio with us.
Of course, we've been a long-time fan of his. If you've been with us long enough, he was there on the 12-hour stream, or 11th hour. A lot of you guys.
Yeah, they were half awake. They weren't even, yeah.
It's like, I know you guys weren't awake, neither were we. It's alright, but he's back
because he was gracious enough to
join us back on the podcast today.
Heck yeah.
Thanks
for having me, guys.
Yeah.
We haven't talked in like
we talked on the call, but we haven't talked in since then.
We really haven't.
Yeah.
Since we've had like a couple, DMs here and back or whatever. But yeah, man, it's cool. I mean, I like that you guys are staying consistent with things. Obviously, still trying to push it. I shamelessly have a music video coming out on Friday, so seems like we should have a little, a reason to connect. And,
oh god, there's that guy.
Yeah, dude, this is sick. Hey, everybody! By the way, everybody on Twitch, don't mind me when I talk to my phone. We're live streaming on TikTok right now. I'm just trying to get some of them to come join us as well. So if you guys haven't already, go into the comments. I put a link, twitch.tv/2 dudes talking. Come join us. We're gonna have a fun time tonight.
Chat.
All right, no more plugging for a little while.
I mean, I'm down to plug the whole night. Buy our merch.
The merch is fresh stuff. Who do you guys get to make that?
We do it.
Y'all do it all yourself?
Well, Caleb.
No shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
This is a one-man show over here, bro. God.
I made this one just last night.
I'm just here for comedic value.
Great. Yeah, I mean, you found the right dude.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Speaking of merch, our official Two Dudes Talking merch, our t-shirt is back and going to be on sale. Right now, I am posting in the chat
With a non-illegal logo.
to go fill out so you can pre-order your shirt, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Pricing, and we'll get your shirt out to you as soon as possible. And logo. And well, a little segue into it. Of course, last time I made this shirt, and we also made another shirt that Logan's going to reveal right now.
Uh-oh. It's hidden behind?
As a present for our guests today. The best part about it.
No! Bro! Y'all killing it right here, dude. Custom made. Yo, dude, when I played ACL, I'm going to have to rock this shirt. Live, too. I'm like, y'all have to record it now.
That's legally binding.
Hey, bro. You want me to play this clip on Instagram? I'm going to ACL right now. Dude, this is sick, man. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah.
This is super sick fabric as well. So y'all literally can just go get, like a white tee or
I
whatever.
was going to get a white or a black t-shirt and I can throw a logo on it.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
so cool, man. We got to talk more about
I can hang that
somewhere. Yeah, if you don't mind.
And you want to explain to our fans and Nat here about the process of my shirt, which we made first.
Oh god, yeah. I just got up.
I see you got the hair on the actual part there.
Give me a sec. Sorry.
Logan goes to, put
I'm looking
that
this up out here.
put that elsewhere last night.
There's an actual place to hang it.
Like most things we do for our podcast, I kind of just figured out as it going along. I tried to do the same. Didn't end up the best. Although
You have to have some sort of printer, right? You have to have some sort of like.
Oh yeah, we have a heat press for our vinyl that we have.
Okay.
And we have the vinyl cutter. I have all that equipment at my house.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure how to transfer to a t-shirt.
So we're there for 3 hours.
I'm trying to figure it out, and eventually I'm like, okay,
I think I got it. The sheet that the logo was residing on
melted into my shirt.
No.
That's
way.
why you
You
can
kind of
see
see little hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
First one's, bound to be a little bit messy.
The vanilla, that's why I kept telling Logan, come on first.
Yeah. He said we were gonna start making the shirts when we got back to his place, and I was like, no, we're not, because you are gonna mess it up, but it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it's all right. Still rocking. You're still rocking it. Right?
I'm still proud.
It turned out good though. First time, it turned out pretty good.
Oh, we got some folks watching from Australia. Guys, go check out the twitch.tv/2 dudes talking. Come join us on the Twitch channel right now. Get these guys to 200 subscribers. They're at 198 right now.
Yes.
Doesn't take much. Just 2 more.
It's a little nudge.
Shoulder it over.
So that took us like what 3.5 hours. To do that?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
just
just
this.
this.
Oh no way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
just
this
this
one.
one.
And yours took like.
So like, what's the process? Because I've seen like videos online or whatever, and I have a bunch of homies like, especially like my rapper homies who are like, yeah, bro, like I went and bought like basically my own Get Up, and they go make like 30 tees, and you know, like at least in that case, they're not paying some distributor.
Yeah.
They're not
cutting out
shipping
middlemen.
it. You know, they're not paying. I don't know, $20 a tee or whatever it costs you need to print them somewhere else, right? So you're just basically paying for raw materials. I think.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
And you know, just not to reveal the prices of it.
You know, we just go buy a T-shirt
from our distributor.
We get the vinyl.
We take it back to my place, and we have this called Circuit Home vinyl cutter. And you know, I upload my image, I edit it, whatever I want to do, and it'll cut that image into the vinyl.
Man.
And I you know, remove the excess, and boom, it's perfect. And I just throw it on a T-shirt, heat press it for a minute, shirt's done.
Wow.
It's a really simple process, actually.
Like
After I did it practically the second time, I felt dumb. I was like,
After we had a good
But it's
summer.
pretty cool how it just like you have like I guess you have some sort of machine that literally like cuts.
Yeah,
it
just
down.
like
it.
That's crazy, dude.
I know, Logan saw it whenever we first got in there.
I was fascinated with it because
like as I was sitting there, like,
Yeah, he was just.
I know, dude. Yeah, it sounds like a 3D printer or something, right?
It
It
was
sounds
like-
you're-
it's like the
like
tiny needle
needle
just cutting into a small sliver of vinyl.
I was like,
Yeah, you want some more?
And of course,
if you want one of those T-shirts,
I dropped the link for the Google form. Fill that out, and we'll definitely get back to you. You can get
a shirt that looks like mine, but just better, or one that looks like Logan's.
and
And today, later in the stream, special someone
might get not only a two dudes talking T-shirt, but a personalized one just like
NAT's.
Woo! Dang.
So
Stay
stay
tuned
tuned
to
to
find
find
out.
Hooking it up.
Yeah, y'all are really getting something special, all right?
Yeah, man.
I thought this was one of a kind. No. Hell yeah. Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, I've always like, you know, I've gone to various places across Austin. I've gone and like asked people, gotten quotes from places. Gone to like Printful. In fact, I think all the T-shirts that I've done in the past were through Printful, just because I was like, let me get some samples, sort of see what the material's like. You know, there's a lot of it involved from that perspective. But if you can start with the material and you can just print it on, kind of solve those.
You just do it all yourself.
Because
I
I know
know
the
the reason I
I
have all that stuff in my house is because my
dad
dad
and
and
stepmom
stepmom own a, how do I say it?
almost like a design.
company.
Right on.
They throw prints on
mugs,
hats,
shirts,
Oh, that's what's up.
masks,
all the above. And so it's just a matter of
hey, you want to teach me how to use this?
That's what's up, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going down,
It's
just watching it do it, like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's you're exactly like me, man. I just like I have to get my hands on it. Like once I start seeing it, I'm like, okay, I think this is. I know I can get to this far, and I'll figure out the rest from that point. You know what I mean? Just dive in, hands on.
I know,
I know
most
of the things that the
viewers
viewers
see it,
like
Logan
Logan tries his best to give me credit for all of it,
but
but
main
main
thing's
things
not
just
like the
like
technical stuff is me.
but
The way things look. All him. He's the photographer. Like, I'm the
I'm the
small one.
designer.
He's the designer,
Yeah.
the photographer. He makes things look good. He makes sure we looking crisp.
and
everything.
everything.
And later tonight, we will be posting a video of a little montage that we did
Wow,
while making the shirt, and it came out pretty nice. I think.
No way, nice, dude.
Yeah, we just gotta have the finishing touch later on.
So do you like edit the videos and all that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Caleb edited the Habitat video.
Okay.
You did that.
Have that for you, man?
Yes.
Nice, dude. So how did that go? Because that's like my spot, man. I love that.
Logan, I'll let you field that one.
So we had the stream, and then we contacted them afterwards, asking them, how much we ended up raising for them.
Sure.
And we ended up raising just about $300.
No
Yeah,
way.
$300, yeah.
What?
So from that whole 12 hours, we our fans were kind enough to.
Dude, that's
donate
epic.
$300. Yeah, it was really surreal, and then after
And then,
that,
and like, how do they know? Because you guys, they sent it to a certain address or something like
Yeah,
that?
they gave me the link, and we told everyone throughout the
stream so many times.
Hey,
Hey,
whenever you donate,
just
write in the very bottom comments,
2DT sent you.
yeah.
And everything they marked it.
And now
they
they
also counted
that,
that,
and they just
also
also
counted donations from that time window. They're like,
Someone's
someone's
going
going
to
to donate. It's probably from us.
Ah, okay.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah.
It's 12 hours, you know?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
That's a big time period,
you know, just a lot of people can come in and out and all that.
And then after that, they actually contacted us again to have us come out to Taylor and make a video dedication for them for one of their homes that they were giving out.
Oh, what?
Or well, not giving out, but
Like Taylor, Texas or whatever?
Yeah.
Dude.
So we went out there and we filmed and edited. Caleb filmed and edited the video, and we were able to do that. And then sometime this month, we're going back out to the family that charity stream was for. We're going out there to help them.
Yeah,
that's
that's
so
actually about
cool,
to do
man.
construction.
We're making a video for that.
Yes.
We'll make a video
That's
for that.
awesome.
I know the video we made for the house.
in Taylor, we actually never posted because we never.
We never got saw.
We had no rights to it.
Yeah.
We made it.
for them and gave it to them.
Yeah, but you got experience.
Hey,
Yeah.
And you know what? And after the fact, they're like, no, we like this.
Definitely come back to you guys.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
And it was definitely an awesome
experience because like we
went
went
through,
through,
we
we
met
met
the
the family,
And it's just seeing me and Logan, like, once we showed up,
immediately we're like,
Yeah, we just started scouting the entire house out.
and they were so weirded out.
weren't they?
Yeah, they looked at us like we were freaks from like.
Oh, wait, you guys just rocked up?
No,
like,
they
they
told them
told
we
them
were
we were
coming,
coming,
but
but
they didn't know what we looked
yeah,
like or when
yeah.
we were coming.
We came up and we just started snooping around the house, like kind of looking around, see what the best shots were gonna be,
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
were kind of like, okay.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
works.
you know. What are you going to do? Yeah.
And even
Hey, I'm here!
Yeah.
Hey.
This is us.
Remember us? You contacted us.
I know, but we were wearing our shirts after a while. They're like, "Oh, you're the two dudes."
It's like, you're the guys that
Yeah.
We're
actually
two
spoke
dudes talking. That's what's up.
to. People in chat are asking how we met. He came up on my For You page on TikTok, and then I found out that he was from Austin, so I DM'd him on Instagram and said, dude, your music's great. I'm really happy to see like a growing artist, because at the time we were...
Yeah, I was
So
like, I think
like-
I was literally like, I mean, I was taking it seriously,
Mhm.
but I hadn't really started seeing the growth, and I was pretty early in that process. I mean,
Yeah.
I was posting a lot. It was funny, man. Yeah, you like found me, you like commented some stuff, and very fearlessly like reached out and were like,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
you like, yeah. I mean, I guess I did probably talk. You probably because I do try to talk to everybody. Everybody
Yeah.
reaches out like. There's some dumbasses that I'm not going to talk. Sorry, pardon my French, guys, but like there are some people who I don't want to speak to, and that's just how the world is sometimes. You know what I mean? And there are some crazy people, lustful people that will reach out to you on the internet. But apart from them, I'm going to reply to everybody. And Logan just happened to be like persistent and say, "Yo, dude, do you like my comments?" I was like, all right, yeah. I mean, if you have the guts to ask me, dude, I'm gonna have the guts to show up. So
Yeah, I was texting Caleb and I was like, oh my god, he responded to me. I was like actually kind of freaking out for a little bit because I was like, that's crazy. He actually responded to me, and then it worked out in this crazy way that you were able to come on the charity stream, and now you're here in person. And it's been like a 2-month process, and you took off.
dude, I know.
You went from like 30 to 150 overnight.
Dude, it was wild, man. So well, the last time we were talking, I was kind of just like talking about how I was really just diving into the process, I think, and trying to understand that I don't know, like. Every day's a new day, you know what I mean? Everything you accomplished yesterday doesn't necessarily mean anything the next day. I mean, sometimes it does, but like, I was really getting in that mode where it's like, nobody owes me anything. Let me just keep going and grow. Like, I need to see these results.
Right.
And man, I started posting some different content, some content that like was really implementing, a lot of the things that you used to have to do to keep people's attention when it comes to like content and variety, giving them a hook, giving them a reason to watch till the end, asking for something throughout that process, right? And I just doubled down on that, man, and had a few things that worked out. And yeah, dude, there was literally one day I went from 30, like I woke up that morning having grown probably a couple hundred a day. The next morning I woke up and I was like up like from 30,000 to like 32,000. And I was like, whoa, that's a lot, man.
Yeah.
And by the end of that day, it was like close to 80,000 and just kept going, dude. So it's been really weird, man. I mean, it comes in spikes and jumps, man. It's a thing of its own, TikTok. But it's certainly helped me out on all the other platforms, dude. It really has. It's grown me on everything else, and And I got some dedicated fans out there, so appreciate y'all.
It's definitely showing that it's helping out with everything, really.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
I also, I subscribed to your YouTube channel when I first found you.
Sure,
You
yeah,
were
yeah,
still
yeah.
doing the summer cookouts. I think
Yeah,
was called, the
for
live
sure,
streams,
yeah.
And then I saw your video of like you were saying tips of how to
do things on TikTok.
I was like, that, sounds exactly right.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I mean, it's like I'm trying to. I'm not trying to know it all. I'm not trying to act like I know it all. I'm really trying to be a pretty open canvas in terms of what I do, because I think a lot of people are out here fronting. You know, I think a lot of musicians are out here really fronting on. Like, yeah, dude, you got 1 million plays, but you paid a PR person $2,500. Like, it's like, you know, I mean, it's like there's a lot of that going on.
That number didn't register for a
I
second.
you know what I mean? But like, you pay people. There are artists out there paying so much money for stuff. You know what I mean? For things, dude, to push their careers along. And I get it. It's a tough industry. You really have to be able to win at all costs kind of attitude and do whatever it takes. But like, I don't know. There's just certain stuff that you. It just comes down to hard work, you know what I mean? It just comes down to like being creative and failing a lot. I mean, it's and
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
it seems like you guys get that 100%.
We've had our failures.
I want to remind everybody of our first ever podcast that never saw the light.
That never saw the light of day. The one that
y'all didn't actually record it or something?
Well,
Kinda.
And no, because that first one ever, we decided not to.
You think you told me about this?
Yes. It was before we decided to live stream. We were going to record it. And I had this pair of true wireless earbuds.
I was like, I'm
going to use the microphone
on that. Talked for an hour with my phone set up. Didn't get a single lick of audio.
No way.
nothing.
No.
We were like,
I think I did a bunch of videos like that. The first few videos that I recorded for YouTube, like about a year ago, same thing happened, and I'd be so devastated, dude. You just be like so exhausted after recording that whole video, and then you're like, oh, wait.
It's like, I wasn't.
I have to do it all over again.
Yeah. After an hour of talking, we were both just done, and we're like, we'll pick it up in the morning.
Yeah, you're just
Something
like,
else.
dude, I'm going to sleep. Like, I'm out here, bro. Dude, that's the thing about content. A lot of people, I think a lot of people look at they don't. Number one, their excuse for not posting all their content is that they don't want to, they don't want to have to. Oh, I don't want to be on social media like that. I don't want to do all that stuff. But it's like, man, posting on social media is, in a lot of ways, no different than cleaning gutters. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's not fun, dude. It's like, it's not fun for anybody. Everybody's insecure and not really want to post all the time. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I know.
Like
that
that
reminded me
whenever
it's like,
I
did all that work, and now I
gotta do it again.
I know
once
once
for sure, I actually had that experience just
the
the other day because we're going into senior year and I've been filling out college applications.
Sure.
And I was doing the one for
OU.
Okay.
And it was like
two
two questions and an essay. I did the two questions. I typed that out. I got halfway through my essay. I was like, okay,
sit back, relax.
watch me. Episode Naruto real quick. I left my laptop open. I leaned back up. Laptop open.
Wave my mouse.
No way.
You didn't tell me about this.
Yeah.
Do you not remember?
You didn't tell me about this.
Dude,
No
everyone
way.
in my house knew
when
when
I passed the screens at the top.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hey, but
Like,
just before you arrived,
me and Logan were actually
celebrating
because
last week
I got a notification I got accepted into Iowa State University.
Congratulations, my man.
and then today, I just earlier I got notification that I got accepted to Nebraska
University.
Oh, my man! All right, then.
He's going places. He's leaving me behind.
I know, dude. Yeah. So you're going out of state for sure? Is that kind of?
That's always been like one of my goals.
Sure, yeah, dude.
I've lived in Texas my entire life. I haven't been
to other places too many times, and it's like, get out of here.
That was the same way for me, man. And like, dude, there's a lot of, there's some drastic differences between, Texas and the Midwest or the Northeast or California, and the West Coast. Like, there's drastic differences, and it's good to get out there, man. It's an experience. That's what college is supposed to be.
That's true.
It's not about sitting in classes learning, memorizing things. It's about the experience.
I know, definitely. I plan on
having
We will.
Not like parties, but like just the experience, like the whole thing.
It doesn't have to be, man. I mean, it could be you getting up at 5:30 in the morning and going on an awesome run around campus, and then
I can definitely
where you
see
go.
that.
Like, there's just so many. And it's also gaining independence. You know what I mean, man? Like, that's the glory days, my friend.
Yeah.
Logan likes to
pretend that I think I'm gonna abandon him, but he knows for sure that once he finishes up at his trade school,
Yeah.
he's
Coming
coming
with
with
Yeah.
me.
You're cruising out, bro?
Yeah,
Man, what kind of trade are you gonna do?
automotive mechanics.
My dude.
So,
Are you
yeah.
shipping the cars already?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, then kill that game.
Yeah, I'll be there for a
Content on
year.
that as well.
Yeah. I've been thinking about that.
YouTube channel on that, bro.
Our first car content was gonna be him teaching me how to drive stick.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be fun. It took me a while to learn that shit, dude.
Yeah.
No idea.
Rest in peace, my clutch.
He's
Hey,
scared.
bro.
No, I'm not. No. It's not that I'm scared. It's just that I've already replaced it, and that was expensive. Those were really cost me $3,000.
Dude.
Well, cost my college fund $3,000.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, trade school is not that expensive, and I'll only be there for a year. I'll get my associate's degree.
Go in Austin? Is there a good trade school here?
The one that I've been looking at, they have a campus in Dallas,
Okay.
and then like 12 other campuses around the country.
Nice, man.
3 in California, a couple in Arizona, Florida, some other places. I don't know.
Trade school, I don't know. I think trade school makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it made a lot of sense to me because, like, for what I want to do, a 4-year degree just would be a waste of money to me.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude. There's a lot of arguments for that. It just depends on. I mean, it's everybody has their own path, man. I just think, everybody's talking about. Oh, there's so many of my friends who will say, college is the dumbest thing ever. College is the best thing ever. But the reality is like it is what you make it, man.
Right.
I think if you're gonna go there and you have no idea what you're doing, and you're flunking out of classes, then maybe you don't see it through. But
That's how I would be.
if you're doing all right and you like college, then go do it.
Yeah, I think it really comes down to.
I mean, the price is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's just stupid.
Oh, Caleb, my father said I can't teach you how to drive. He just said that's not happening. Yeah, I kind of. Why did you have to say that?
Hey, we're two dudes talking, that naturally came out.
That is true. There's a lot of stuff that comes out during these podcasts that just. But it does. It is what it is. We just talk.
No, in the
I
past, I've
looked into going to a trade school, but what I want to go into isn't like a trade.
Sure.
Because
Have you thought about what you want to go into?
Oh yeah, I'm
I'm
definitely going into.
the medical route.
Oh wow, okay.
I want to study in
kinesiology and exercise science.
Interesting. Okay.
Because my end goal is to
after everything, after all 15 years down the line.
Sure.
Like my end goal is like to own my own practice
for specifically pro athletes.
Okay.
Like
Do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to be like a nurse practitioner? Do you want to be like or do you have a preference of any of that?
I don't really have a
preference.
It's
really
like
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get my
degree.
Uh-huh.
But I'm also going to minor in economics.
Okay.
So
So
it's
it's like I'm gonna know how to do it for a while, but I'm gonna make those connections in college, and I'm gonna get people that know how to do it better than I can.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm just gonna run it.
Okay, I got you.
That's what I want at the end.
That's what your vision is. Okay, cool. That's sick, man.
It's like
I
I
only
only
want to do hands-on for a little bit,
And
and it's like I'll let y'all do it.
I'll just take this.
Well, it's good to have the credentials, and it's also good to have like maybe the the awareness that maybe you don't want to be the guy who's actually
maybe.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I will see when I get to college.
because I know more than 50% of people change their major.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's kind of a loaded question me asking you that because the reality is you may change your mind half a dozen times between now and next year, but that's cool. You know what I mean? It's just part of the journey, my friend.
I'd have to say that's where we differ the most right now, Caleb. That you only want to do hands-on for a little bit, whereas I want to do hands-on the whole time.
Yeah, it's like you want to do
everything.
everything yourself.
Yeah.
It's like me, I more just want to supervise everything.
Yeah.
I get that, dude. I've been on both camps. You know what I mean? I think I'm very efficient at delegating and all that stuff, but I think I'm also like it's hard to delegate and like I don't know, be somebody who is able to also do the work and delegate. You know what I mean? It's like it's hard to have respect if you're just talking around. It's like I need you to do this, I need you to do this, I need you to do this, I need you to do this. You know what I mean? It's like, but also. You gotta have a business guy around a bunch of scientists. So.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I know, like, it's like weird thoughts. So like, I'm not really too much on hands-on,
but he is.
Right.
But everything with this podcast is actually flipped.
Yeah, that's true.
More kind of watches over what I do.
That's
I
do what I
can. If I don't know something, we'll both look into it, or I'll do it independently, and then we'll just continue. Sure, I'm not doing anything stupid.
That's
well,
what I do, man. Make a good team. Good pair.
We've been told that quite a bit, and I think it is true.
Yeah.
Now that I like kind of realize that over the 6 years, 7, no, long time.
Over the
Oh,
long
God.
Did you live in Ohio for a while?
Yeah, I was born in Ohio. I was raised there for a little bit, and then I moved to Hutto.
Okay.
Met Caleb, moved to Utah, came back, and then we found each other at the same other middle school.
No way.
Yeah, so I came back. Yeah,
No way.
complete like from
Where in Utah did you go? Solid?
Sandy, which is right just outside of Salt Lake. We live kind of at the base of the mountains.
Did you go ski or anything?
We were only there for 8 months, and we didn't really have the chance to, but we did go hiking pretty much every weekend.
Yeah, it's beautiful out there, man.
Definitely.
No wonder Post Malone moved out there.
With his insane house that is literally right on the mountains.
Yeah, I know, right? He did like a Joe Rogan pod not long ago, and I listened to that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a funny dude, man.
I know these.
Absurd tattoo, face tattoo.
He's just living his best life.
He is. He's doing whatever he wants, man. I respect the heck out of that.
Definitely.
That's how I'm trying to do stuff one day. Just, I don't really care what I do.
I already know I'm set, so.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, he very much so is.
You got to the point where he's just like, whatever.
Yeah,
It is what it is. I'm gonna do whatever.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what it says.
And it's not like anybody's gonna question him on anything. Like if he makes a dumb purchase, which
I'm sure
he
you do quite often.
yeah.
It's one of those things you do whenever.
But those guys, like, they get like more press when they make dumb purchases.
Yeah, it's like-
and I guess it gets them more money. I don't know how this all this magical influencer money works. I'll let you guys know whenever I figure it out.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll be blessed with that.
Exactly.
It's like I go to the store and
I'll
I buy a bag of chips.
and I get $5, and it's like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Here's out of nowhere,
like, yes.
I got a question for you guys. What do y'all think about, in general, about the potential TikTok ban?
Not gonna happen. Someone will buy it.
Okay.
Because it was like,
Is that how most people your age feel? Or is
I think most people our age are like,
because everybody your age is on it, right?
Yes, pretty much.
Almost.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
it's like everyone's like, oh, it's either not gonna happen or they're against.
the thing.
Right, okay.
Because they're like,
I mean, I also think it's, I don't think it's gonna happen, but it might happen, and if it happens,
possible.
I think it would easily come back if it did happen.
Yeah.
And rise like a phoenix. But
It's
you know,
real.
it's like one of those things where you're like, for today, it's the best shot I got across all the platforms. So obviously, I'm gonna keep doing my thing. But I just wonder, it's pretty serious. Stuff got pretty serious pretty quick, man. That went from me like laughing to like what?
It's like,
Executive order?
Mhm.
yeah, I believe the final word was that like if TikTok
isn't
sold
in 48 days, that it's
Yeah.
banned in
Yep, by the end,
it's
by
it's gonna get gone.
It's a little aggressive.
the end of the month,
it's like,
Yeah,
I know
I know
Microsoft's
Microsoft
throwing a pitch at it.
everyone has.
I have to think there's a lot of private equity groups or something. I think there's a lot of people trying to throw money at it right now. It's like, record labels, stuff like that. Like, I mean,
Just gonna go to the highest bidder at this point.
I think so too, yeah. But I mean, it's like, so much of me wonders, like, I understand this ByteDance company that's like a part of it. I mean, they really need that money? You know what I mean? Like, I guess they do, but
I think at the end of the day, they are pretty much set where they're at, and them getting bought out would just be cherry
It would just
on
amplify it. Dude, the TikToker Creator Fund, that was the other thing I was going to ask you guys about. Have you guys heard about that?
I know.
It's like basically this fund that they've initiated. It's going to be $200 million in 2021 given in some variety, we don't really know what yet, but to the top creators.
Yeah.
Like literally like be paid. So instead of going and like making cheesy content about Bang Energy drink that like you have to do so you can get a bag from Bang Energy, it's like they'll just pay you based off of making like the dopest one. Which I think is a fascinating
That's so much better concept.
right?
That's
Because like imagine if Instagram did that, dude. Imagine if like you got paid for just making the genuine, like the content that genuinely people wanted to watch the most.
Yeah, like
It's like weird
It's
stuff.
supposed to be.
Yeah, like
it's just it's a weird cesspool.
it is, bro.
It's so weird.
It is. Well, it's just early, bro. I mean, that's how. I don't know if you guys were ever really on like. Probably not MySpace, but like Instagram. Like I was on all that, dude. I grew up. There was like MySpace was like peak, probably middle school for me. It was like when MySpace was like popping off, and then it like went to Facebook, and Facebook was awesome, but it was also only kids on there at first. And, like Facebook is nothing like it is today. Back in the day, Facebook was like cool back in the day. You know what I mean? And Instagram was too, and I feel like Instagram's fading every day that goes by. You know?
Yeah, I would say the same.
I know.
I still got I got a MySpace on there somewhere.
I know we're definitely
not old enough. MySpace.
No, I know. Like back in probably
elementary, middle school
was when
Facebook was really starting to
Right.
progress
progress
over to
the
the
older
crowd,
crowd,
yeah,
the college
college
students.
And all the kids are just like, nah.
Everyone's like, I don't want that to
And then
anymore.
Fade out.
And then Instagram came along, and we're like, hey,
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, my mic is not
Messing
having
up?
it today. Yeah. Caleb, any suggestions? You texted me unplug it.
Did, but I didn't
tell you to move it away.
Okay, well I moved it away because they were all picking up each other.
Oh, really?
I've been
watching it the entire time.
That's why I have
my phone out.
I have right in front.
of me.
I was wondering who was monitoring. I was just double checking and good to see you guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I have
we
it right
kind of have our little communication system.
I've been noticing. I'm picking up on it.
Yeah, it's like I saw like
I'm supposed to sit in the middle here. I feel like I was like,
well, no,
picking up the frequencies.
Well, I mean,
if not, then usually I'll just like kick Logan if I want something. I'll just
like
like
he said something, I'll just be like just
Slightly
slap his leg.
I mean,
Just like reach over and pinch him.
don't do that. Don't do that. For the charity stream, when my mic was cutting out, Caleb would just kind of tap his
Oh, really?
his head
Yeah.
and that would just kind of indicate.
Dude, 12
oh,
hours,
I'm
man. I can't believe you guys did that. That's impressive.
Am I picking up? No, I'm not.
yeah,
that was
definitely.
definitely an experience and a half, and
Humbling experience.
Yeah, I would say if we were
asked
asked
one day to do it again,
I would.
100% do it again.
You would?
Yeah, without a doubt. Except I would just
make it
more enjoyable to watch for 12 hours. Now,
I mean, I think like that's the thing about I've been my biggest qualm with live streaming lately has just been like, how do you make it interesting? I mean, you either have to be doing something that's just so interesting to watch, or you're doing something that really engages the audience. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have ever heard like Mark Rebier or anybody like that. He's this dude who literally goes on Twitch and I think YouTube, and he'll just basically freestyle songs. He'll just build songs from scratch.
That's cool.
And he'll have callers. You used to do this through the comments, but people call in, his fans, they'll give him a topic, and then he'll literally like freestyle a song based on that topic. And he does great. He's able to like use that content, constantly for that specific reason. But yeah, I think it's live streaming is a whole different animal.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah, it's definitely a niche little thing. You can't like take it
experience from one thing and really carry over.
Only some other things help, but
you really just gotta figure it out. You just gotta jump out there. Questions in the comments.
We do. We do. What do we got?
Other than changing content, what specifically did you do to blow up?
I think at a macro level, and again, this is specifically for TikTok, but like, every platform has its own quirks and kinks and all that stuff. But specifically, I mean, I think if I could boil it down to one thing, I really just became like obsessed with the app. I mean, I really became obsessed with the idea of cracking the code, and what that came along with was, in some cases, anywhere from me posting 10 to 20 videos a day.
Oh my.
Yeah, I remember.
And spending 8 hours of my day every moment I could spare, filming all this stuff. So it was really just nonstop grinding for it. And then once I had the momentum, I was like, oh, okay, I just have to double down on that type of content for a period of time. But yeah, I mean, it's still like TikTok's just funny because I think it's I think thanks for commenting, but I think it's an interesting platform where you feel it's not developed out yet. You don't really know what it is yet. I mean, you really don't. It's a For You page, it's that, but I don't really have much of an interaction with my followers. I have more of an interaction with people who are on the Discover pages and the For You pages. And right now, in fact, the goal is not really to engage with your audience, but more to just get more fans.
Yeah.
And that's got to have some sort of end. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like in the end, because TikTok legitimately will suppress your content from getting views if it's not on the For You page. So it's like if 90% of the people who are watching are from your following, then it's been a problem. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm I had been doing a lot of other things in addition outside of TikTok. After I got that win where I was like, okay, I did it. Like, what I mean? It's like I figured out what I needed to do. Like, let's keep going with this. Right?
Yeah.
It's like I figured it out. Like, I cracked the code.
Yeah.
And I was really happy with that. But it kind of was like, oh, the way you did that is because you obsessed with it for such a long period of time. It's like, what else can you start doing to start obsessing with? You guys got some.
Yeah, I was trying to tell. I went like this to move his mic back, and he unplugs it.
Dog, if you need to tell me something, just verbally say it.
Yeah, I like this little
Please.
hidden communication though.
I get that you're not trying to speak over anybody, Caleb, but just this is for their enjoyment.
Because
You literally went.
I was like,
No, you didn't do this. You did this.
no,
Well, that's getting clipped.
Do you have at least any audio there?
Yeah, I have audio, but it's getting picked up everywhere. They're all picking up at the same time.
Yeah, I've been watching it, and if I have to, I'd
do things. And
like
that's
keep
keep
trying to look,
I
keep looking down, and I'm trying to look up.
and just memorizing what the things are so I can hit
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Which one is mine so I know where to look?
top.
Thank you. See,
Every time that you're talking, it picks up over here somehow. Yeah, you haven't noticed that, Caleb. That's why I unplugged it.
Well, whenever I talk,
and I tend to look up or look over here. So
Yeah, I know.
oh my goodness, it is.
That's what I was trying to say. I gotta
Technical difficulties, guys.
I got 5 messages as we started. They were like, Caleb's mic is echoing. I was gonna say something.
You should have said something, man.
Well, you weren't talking to me. So.
We kept it rolling. Keep it moving.
I don't know.
The
The
only
only
thing I noticed is
that
that Logan, you were getting picked up on the lookout.
And that's why I tried to move back.
And I started trying to move back, so I went ahead and at one point, I was just when I said just unplug your mic,
I just meant for you to just
leave it there so
you could pretend like you were.
I moved it out of the way because it was annoying me.
and you said,
I was
I was
obvious.
They know my mic is stupid, so it happens.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
It's all part of
And
the.
now I have no audio.
I accidentally muted it.
You muted me.
yeah.
You've been muting me this whole time.
Whenever you're not,
muted.
whenever you're not talking,
You've been on mute.
I'm doing what I have to do because my mic, I have it set up to where like if someone else is talking, but I guess I messed that up on Logan's.
Yeah.
And so when
I'm
talking,
talking,
A little bit.
he'll pick it up, so I
mute it
mute it whenever he's being quiet, but when he starts talking, I unmute it.
the method to the madness.
Communicate that with me just a little bit.
That's why we need to stream it.
Yeah, dude.
So we can just get
Just a
this
stream deck, yeah.
push to talk.
Oh, dude, I know, man. I'm telling you, it's gotta be. It really needs to be more simple to stream.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you were saying like I do the Natty Summer Cookouts. I was doing that for a while. The software that I was using, for those of you who don't know, Natty Summer Cookout series was just like a little series that I was doing on my YouTube channel where I essentially would go and produce a song, usually from scratch, and put some vocals on it, and kind of just show that process. And it's super fun. It's just the actual software that I was using to stream it.
Yeah.
It would,
It didn't like
technical difficulties. So.
it didn't
I
like
didn't
what
like
you
what you were doing at all.
Yeah, I
I was watching one of them and it just completely took a crap.
And then the audio cuts out, and then you can see me and I'm talking, but I have to like reboot everything.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
Streaming is a
I
monster.
feel like I'm gonna go like one of the computer stores and just be like, hey, what do I need to do to amplify my get up?
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of different things that are good components that are for streaming that would help out.
Right.
More RAM, more different things like that. It's a whole thing to get into. That's why I got that, because I was gonna turn that into our streaming PC. Yeah. It has a couple of things already in there that's set up for it, but it's really ghetto. It's like the power switch is mounted on the top. The SSD is literally glued on the top of
Yeah, it's kind of jerry-rigged on
it.
there.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I mean, it works sometimes.
Turns on.
This is the solid state drive,
Yeah.
Can I talk about any music? Yeah, I can. So, like I said earlier, I guess the purpose of me joining tonight was to talk about the music video that I have coming out for my song One Night. And that was really the first single that got me to where I am today. But yeah, I have about 4 songs that I will likely release before the end of the year. So I'm excited about those.
I'm excited now too.
Yeah, so
You heard it here first on Two Dudes Talking Podcast.
I'm trying not to do as many albums right now, just do from a time and really just a resources perspective. Oh man, guys, I would love to give you a live sneak peek. Can't do that tonight, but I will. As soon as it's released, I'll make sure that we set up another one of these, and we can give you guys some premieres. Maybe we'll set that up on the next one.
And once it is released, all the y'all will know.
Oh yeah. It's going everywhere. We got stuff.
Video of
me and Logan,
watching
watching it, just jamming in the background.
That's a good stream idea.
just to watch it, just like on loop for 2 hours.
Yeah,
I always thought it'd be funny to some people have done that where they go on go walk on a treadmill for like 24 hours or something like that.
Mr. Beast.
But
He's one of the main guys that does all that crap.
That's crazy.
It's insane. It's really insane. Yeah, it was also during the charity stream that you released the new song, and it was like a day later. I was like, why didn't you tell us? Because we were like, we definitely could have helped out with that. And sipping.
Yeah, man. I think it was just because it was 11 o'clock at night.
That's true.
I'm chatting with you guys.
That's true. That's true.
So, but yeah, and also that was just one that I just wanted to put out there just to see what happened. It's kind of cool. Like that was a song that I put out. I've done literally no promotion for it, and it's still getting hundreds of plays. So it's good, man. It's fun just how the internet works and how it really is just you're putting assets out there from the perspective of music, and they're there. And YouTube's no different. You know what I mean? You're putting these videos out there, and you can go and watch one from 5 years ago. It's like nothing, you know what I mean? So fascinating.
I do remember
after the
12-hour stream, Logan just
like when we both woke up,
24 hours later.
From our hibernation.
Yeah. He just texted me. He was like,
hey,
song here yesterday?
I was like,
what song?
He's like,
This one. And we're like,
we're
listening
listening to it. It's like,
dropped him the song without even telling him.
But no, I definitely understand it.
That day, and he's like, oh, word.
It was really like so the reason I guess to kind of give because a lot of people have asked me about that. The real reason I did that was it was a song I didn't actually produce it with my main producer. It was completely done by me, and I just wanted to see obviously I vibed with the song, but it was like I just wanted to see what would happen if I dropped a song and did literally no promotion, and see if it would still get plays and see if it would still get picked up by Spotify playlists, which it has. So it was like it was kind of like a cool little experiment. That just in that ecosystem it does okay. You know what I mean? Like just in Spotify. Yeah. But yeah.
I DM'd you after the day, like when I found out. I was like, you dropped a song. And I was like, and you were like, yeah, I'm just trying to see, how it goes. And I was like, that's really cool. And he was like, you were like, so far so good. And it really went well.
Have you guys use Loom? Have you ever heard of Loom?
I've heard of
it.
Yeah, you guys should get onto that, man. I think I don't know if they're doing podcasts yet, but they probably will at some point. I have a large audience that I kind of have grown off of that. So a lot of these songs I'll go test on that platform before I put them out there.
Okay.
And yeah, man, it's just they're I mean they're growing rapidly. They're getting a lot of highbrow celebrities starting to look at their stuff. So it's cool, man. It's cool to be able to be like a part of all these different communities, and it's a lot of work, man. I mean, it's like the social content game is way more work than making. In terms of just like how much it works on your brain, you know what I mean? But it's necessary these days.
Yeah, I felt the social.
It's also free.
Yeah, the content game is actually much harder
than streaming Logan.
Yeah, we struggled. We burnt ourselves out real quick because we were doing podcasts like three a week.
Oh wow!
And then we had to take like a month break.
Well, I mean, you kind of got to get to a point to where you're like, okay, what if we just consistently do every day, every week this year we put out one, you know what I mean? And once you get into that rhythm and you're like, oh, I can handle this, maybe a couple weeks you do too, you know what I mean? But I'm with you. I've been there before where, you go through spurts, you're like, oh, let's do 3 podcasts in a row.
Let's do one every single
Yeah, we were just trying to push content at that point.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Get it out.
Yeah, but it helped. I mean, you guys
works.
almost have 200 subscribers, which is they're actually a pretty big feat on Twitch, so.
Yeah, it's crazy considering
how
young
the channel is,
how fast we. Because in the beginning, how I described it to
Logan, because I remember
didn't plan this out. I was like, this is the blitz phase. We're getting as much content, throwing it, we're shoving it down their throats, and just we got a nice little audience,
and we dragged it down to where like we had those people we knew were gonna watch, and then more people began to be attracted to our community.
That's awesome, man. That's the way to do it. I mean, honestly, just building a tight-knit group and then just kind of getting them to spread the word. Yeah, man, it's going to be interesting, this music video on Friday when I drop it. It's the first music video that I've dropped, really, so I am going to be pushing it in a way that I haven't really pushed stuff before. I'm going to be trying things like texting everybody in my phone book and DMing a bunch of people and going on Twitter, and I'm actually taking the day off from work on Friday, literally just to probably lay in bed and just go blow up the internet as much as I can with this song. And so it's very, very interesting to see what happens, man, because I really, I don't know. It's fun for me to go do stuff like this and see what works and what doesn't work. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be cool. I'm excited. I'm excited you guys have me on, man. It's gonna be fun to drop a song. I see we got another question in the chat though. What's the process for you in writing a new song? So, process in writing a new song, I do have a process, and I really do try to follow a process, but I try to be as loosey-goosey and open as possible in that first bit of the creation process. I really try to make sure there's no rules. If I can just be jamming and I hear something I like, whether that be on guitar, whether that be me on a piano, whether that be singing, whether that is a little drum pattern I'm playing on my hands that I go replicate on some other instrument. It's really just kind of a jam at first, and then after I find something I like, there's a whole process to it, right? You have your intro, you have your verse, you have your pre-chorus, you have your chorus, but you basically have these different parts of a song, and I actually break it down into about 13 different sections, which come up for that are different components like bridges, and there's just different variations how I do that. Hey, thank you very much. That's it. But yeah, I ultimately try to start off with just super creative. No expectations really for what I'm going to come out with, and then after I get something, I'm like, okay, now let's be more practical. Like let's say, okay, I have this part. I know this part will work for this part. Oh wait, I need a new part for this other part. Let me go back to the creative bag and see what I can do there. And so, again, it's probably a weird way to explain my creating process, but it's kind of how I do it.
Yeah. That's kind of how we look at things when we're trying to make content, and like when either if we're filming skits, because we film quite a few skits.
Right? Yeah. Oh, you have to send me some of your skits, bro.
Oh boy.
I know, that's the embarrassing stuff. You know, the fun stuff.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
Yeah.
The only way you get better at it is by doing it more.
Yeah.
That's it, dude. All those guys you see online, they made who were like doing cool skits or doing pranks or whatever it is. There's a lot of those with nobody watching.
Yeah, I know. 95%
of our skits come from things that naturally happen
without
a camera on.
Yeah.
So we just recreate it.
That's the best, bro. That's the best.
I know.
They're so stupid too, but they're it's just fun.
You all laugh and you all have fun when you're doing it.
Yeah.
That's the most important part.
I know. We actually had one earlier that I posted on my Snapchat. I'll show you whenever we get out there.
Yeah.
It was.
I don't even remember.
Until you just brought it up.
Oh, you didn't remember? That's what I was thinking about when you said skits.
I started dying.
Yeah, because I completely forgot that happened earlier.
Yeah,
That happened.
That most certainly.
Dude, man, that's the best. You gotta see this.
Yeah.
Inside joke skits.
It's
Not for live stream.
It's definitely interesting.
Yeah, man. But I guess I can talk a little bit about the process of like how we went and shot the music video and all that.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I was just
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
No, you're good. No.
You went to California for a little.
Yeah, dude. So I did the thing that a lot of people told me not to do, which was travel during COVID. But I knew I had to get it done. I've been talking about doing this one night music video. I talked to a lot of different people, a lot over the last year. Talked to a lot of people about how we're going to do this, who's going to do it. Got quotes from other people. Found this guy named Noah Amura, who's based in California, LA. He's good. He grew up with went to college with my manager, so they know each other. But he's like, I guess he's kind of a big time dude out there, and he doesn't do music videos for very many people. So I didn't really know much more about it other than, hey, show up on Friday morning and we'll be done, and you can fly out on Monday morning.
Oh, it was that quick?
Yeah, man. So
that's kind of crazy.
We literally got this whole thing shot in one day that Saturday. Woke up at like 4:30 a.m. and went until probably about 11 p.m. And got the whole thing done in one day. Got to hang out on Sunday and chill,
Just chilling in Cali.
But yeah, man, it was cool, and it was very, I'm usually very in control creatively, and I let this one be a little bit more in control with some other people. I kind of just had, like, for the very first time, the realization that it's like, oh, that's okay. Like, this is why you have a team. This is, allowing other people to go and silo out their certain, pieces of the puzzle that they're going to put together that are going to help, my career. I need to trust them to do it. You know what I mean? And even if it's not the same way I would do it, I still need to trust them to be able to get it done. It was cool, man. And I also kind of had the realization that unfortunately I may have to be in LA for a period of time in the near future at some point. So, we'll see how that works. But,
And it's like, can't take Daddy Nat away from Austin.
I know. Well, that's the thing is, like, Austin is so, inherent to, like, me and my brand and really what I want. But there's definitely some people I can go shake some hands with in LA every once in a while that would help out the career. There's just everybody's there, man. That was the weird thing that I noticed about it is that literally you're whereas in Austin you're probably 3 or 4 degrees of separation away from a person who's connected to the music industry. It's possible to find, but you're just a few extra connections away. In LA, it's like you're always one person away from.
Everyone knows
a movie
someone.
star or a rock star, and I'm not saying that's what it's about, but when you're
Trying to come up, those connections help.
like finding the people, It helps. So there's another question there though. Jamming is the start of the process. Where do the words come from? Lyrics are the hardest part.
It's like brain. It's straight from the brain.
No, the lyrics, man. They no, but I think what he's probably talking about is like, how do you come up with like content to write on? I try to keep it as honest as possible. If I'm having a fight with my girlfriend right now, it's gonna come out. If I'm having a really good, awesome, fight with somebody right then, it's gonna come out. If all I really did that day was work out really, really hard and ate clean and focused on my goals, maybe it'll be an inspiring track about like what I want to accomplish and a chip on my shoulder. It's like you really have to just draw from anything and also understand that like I know for a fact I wake up these days. So I started doing this about how long after we had that first podcast, but I started getting up at about 5:45 in the morning. And then I go and work on music for 3 hours before I start my work day. So during the week or whatever, that's what I've been doing, man. And that has been really cool because, dude, I've really done it. Let's say I've done it 30 or 40 times now. You know what I mean? There's 35 of them are not going to be used. You know what I mean? But 5 of them might be the next big thing. You know what I mean? So
that's a good problem to have.
Up, dude. It's no different than what you guys did with sports. And I think it's what a lot of musicians have messed up is just like, it really is just repetitions, man. It really is. And that's how you become confident. It's just
Gotta keep
over and over and over and over again. And obviously try things new. And there are going to be days that are monotonous, and there are going to be days that you're inspired as heck. But, at the end of the day, the work output should just try to be as consistent as possible.
I know, me and Logan
definitely had those days. And,
I'm going to say this last
piece, and we probably start wrapping up here.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some days that... Because usually I try to come get here
at the studio early on Friday when our streams are.
Right, yeah.
And, sometimes I just have to stream. And Logan's the same way.
And he's like, and we're just like, yeah, man, we gotta.
It just feels blah. It just feels blah. You know what I mean? You're like, why am I doing this? What am I here for? What's the point?
Yeah, I know the best times when Logan
just shows up with my.
Like, you want to tell them about that, Logan?
Yeah, Caleb. So he doesn't wake up. He just doesn't wake up. And I'm always up.
For real? That's what's up, dude. I was the same. I kind of am the same, but I've just slowly changed. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I always wake up early, and since we've been starting to work out together in the mornings, I would go over to his house around 9 or whatever, and his parents would just let me in, and I'd go up to his room and just wake him up right then and there, and get him up going for the
day. You stay up late
day.
usually though?
Yeah.
So that's the hard part. Yeah.
That's the kicker. It's like
Once you get the dungeon, you're finally asleep. It's dark in the room, dude. Woo.
Yeah, you ain't back.
Hard to get up.
Unless someone comes in and hits you.
Oh yeah, I did. I didn't hit you.
You've hit me.
I did not. I gently nudged.
Well,
You woke up and
almost threw a punch.
That first time I was terrified
because he didn't tell me.
Wait, I told you to do it, but it was just in the morning, and it was the first time he
had ever done it. So I didn't think he'd get into it.
You have to. I mean, you gotta have some guts to go wake a man up sleeping. I gotta say.
Yeah, I immediately turned over. I was like, "Why are you in my house?" I was just yelling at him. I was like, "Dude, get out!"
I made sure the day before. I was like, "Are you sure you want me to do this?" And he was like, "If I'm not up by this time, wake me up."
Oh.
So I did. And he was like, "I don't like the fact that you're in my house right now."
But you did have.
I need my sleep, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that first hour of being awake in the day is always such a weird time, man. Are you the kind of person? So like, I've forced myself to do this. I'll literally wake up at 5:45 some mornings or whatever, man, and just like go stand up for a second. Like I might just turn the TV on and just literally just kind of like stare at the TV for 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Just like because like, but some mornings I'll get up and I'm like, I'm about to get it right now. You know what I mean? But some days you're like, gosh, I'm just not a morning person. But at least getting that out of the way earlier, I'm just way more on point by the time,
I tend to wake up early just in general. And then, and then so I'll wake up at like 6 or 7, and then I'll fall back asleep for like a few minutes, and then I'll wake back up and I'm good to go.
Do you go to sleep late as well?
Yeah. I get normally like 3-4 hours.
Wow,
not healthy.
I know it's not healthy, but my brain still works, so it's okay.
It's like, see, I'll fall asleep at 3 a.m., but then I'll sleep till 3 in the afternoon. Balances out.
Yeah. See, that's how I was, man. It's like, yeah, let's see how far we can push this.
Yeah.
I remember one of my buddies went full nocturnal one summer, and it was like, he was like, I think I'm going to do it, man. He was like waking up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon one morning. I was like, or one afternoon. What's that? And I was like, this is a little nuts. And he's like, I think I can push it till where I wake up. It's about 7:30. Watch the sunset. Watch the sun. Then I'll watch the sunrise. Then I'll go.
Watch the sunset, then the sunrise.
It's pretty funny.
I
Yeah.
don't think I
Ever
could
do
do
that.
No,
I just, it's not the way my brain's wired. It's weird.
Man,
You
yeah.
gotta totally flip your natural internal, like,
I mean, it's funny though because there's so many ways to get it done. You know what I mean? Like it's so funny to me because I bet people who are so productive do exactly that. They stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning. They wake up late in the day, but they're just so productive from that midnight to 4 a.m. You know, for example, or whatever. And that's where I'm trying to. It's like, okay, can I be that productive in the very beginning of my day? I don't know. I'm getting better at it. My brain's just more active that early in the morning, but. Sometimes there's something about a good night session. You can't.
I know. Logan's
Logan's
definitely.
definitely witnessed this before. That
I was like, I can get a lot of work done,
at
and
any point in the day.
it's a matter of.
Right.
That's true.
Most things you ask me to do,
I don't want to do. As
simple it is,
I'd
I'd rather
rather
just-
just sit here and watch TV.
Yeah. I hear you.
and
And
so Logan
is
is steaming, like writing an essay before.
Stare in front of my computer for 2 hours.
He looks,
He
goes to the bathroom,
comes back, and I'm done with the essay.
Yeah, it was
like
insane.
out of nowhere, it's finished.
It actually kind of blew my mind when I came back. And this actually
So you
happened.
just have to figure out how to trick your mind and
Yeah,
I feel like
to being
All right, let's do it.
to thinking that the because all for me it just sounds like you're like I mean you're probably a lot like me. You procrastinate things you don't want to do. You gotta start adding those things to the top of the list,
Yeah.
because then all the things that you want to do are like
down at
down
the
at the
bottom.
you know,
So you just
Gotta
gotta
blow
and you're
those
just
up.
enjoying them so much because you know there's always that little bit in the back of your head just like shit I should be.
That
should be
working.
I should be doing something else right now, man. But I'm the master procrastinator as well, so.
I know, definitely on that note, we've
definitely gone over our 1 hour time slot here, but who cares?
Just
Logan, you got some final words for the audience?
Definitely on Friday, your music video is dropping at midnight. Go check it out. One night, Daddy Nat, go check that out at midnight. Is dropping on Friday. Definitely go check it out.
So yeah, it'll actually to clarify, it'll be tomorrow at midnight. So Thursday at midnight. So it'll be Friday.
Between Thursday and Friday.
So I'm gonna follow you, and I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. No, it's kind of confusing. I posted it earlier today, but yeah, I appreciate you guys for having me, man. We gotta do this again. I'll have to have you guys out to my studio at some point, man, so you guys can actually come into Austin and hang.
Real studio.
A real studio.
Not just my studio, bro. This is a real studio. It don't take much for a studio like it used to, fam. It don't take much for a studio like it used to. Look at us, live streaming, bro. You know how many people out there with $1 million studios who are afraid to even get on Twitch?
Yeah,
that's
Think about it that way.
It's true, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely, thank you so much for coming on today.
Really appreciative.
Me and Logan have been looking forward to this for ever. Since we went like that.
As soon as we wrap that 12 hours.
Yeah, I feel like we gotta
get
get
him back on. And
finally
finally
it
it happened. We're so happy. And I know after this we're gonna go and celebrate
or
or
whatever.
whatever. Something else.
He's probably
Around the room a couple of times.
Yeah.
I'm keeping
I'm keeping it cool right now.
There's something.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I would
I
too.
might have to go do a flip of my new teeth.
Yes, sir.
I know, but thank you everyone today for tuning in. And I did drop the link for our shirts in
Buy our
the
merch.
chat multiple times. And out of in the next, let's say 24 hours, the people that do fill out the order, I'm gonna pick one randomly to not only give you your shirt, but throw personalization on it. So just go fill it out. And hey, shirts are kind of cool.
Kind of dope. I personally like black ones, but
Yeah. I do too.
That's fly.
It looks really
It looks
good.
even cooler when it has your name on the back. So
It
remember that.
does. Your logo.
All right.
My browser's going crazy right now.
All right, guys. We'll definitely catch you next week. Next Friday. This was only just because.
A little early, you know?
Yeah, a little early. We were kind of jumped on. We were excited.
And I'm going out of town soon, so.
We'll catch you guys next Friday. Until then,
y'all stay safe. Be awesome.
Be awesome. Be Austin.
That's great.
Cheers.